kababayan, today ako po si G. Tanji. What I love about this job that I do is I get to meet so many interesting people that are so talented, such as Virgil and Lynn. We're talking to them today. And para sa mga hindi po nakakaintindi kung ano ba talaga itong mga healers, let's watch this. What a manghihilot is.
Hilot is the science of the ancient Filipino healing art. Hilot is a hands-on healing art that involves intuition and massage. The practitioner intuitively scans the body with touch to diagnose areas which are energetically imbalanced. Hilot is also a Filipino word used to describe healer. It is considered to be in existence for more than 1,000 years. While there are many forms of indigenous therapeutic massages, in each of the ethno-linguistic groups in the Philippines, an eclectic mix of massage techniques from these language and cultural areas has been developed, now to be known as the Filipino Hilot. The practice of the art of Hilot is part of the Filipino way of life.
So that was short and quick, but it just talks about what a manghihilot is. We used the photos that you sent to us, the clients that you work on. Ilang taon mo nang ginagawa to, Virgil?
I grew up with it.
Aha.
People would come to the house, and my maternal grandmother would start working on them, and it was like my television. I would always be excited to watch every movement that she would do, and also to see the results that were taking place.
Okay, so when did you start doing this as a profession?
As a profession? Well, the first time that I actually experienced this was when I was back in the Philippines when I was studying in school. I was seated in my dorm room, and my roommates rushed in with another roommate who had sprained his ankle.
Okay.
And so the nurse, the doctor, they weren't in, and they turned to me, they asked me, "Do you know what to do?" And so I said, "Let me look at the ankle." And it was swollen, so I said, "Go get me a bulb of ginger." And so I got the ginger, I squeezed the juice, and I started to manipulate the ankle. And I was surprised that all of this knowledge just started to come out. I was wondering, where am I getting this knowledge? How come it's just flowing through me?
Talking about Lynn and the work that she does, how different is it from the work that you do?
Okay, well, as she explained, in my work, I work on the physical level. So what I do is I work through the physical in order to get to the spiritual, or I would work through the spiritual to get to the physical.
Okay.
And it's obvious that I do a lot of manipulative work.
Right.
And so there is that aspect of it.
Okay.
On the other hand, with her work, she works from the spiritual side moving into the physical. And it is more of a holistic approach in what we do, because we do see things physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually.
I see. Okay. So I've done research too, because I was really interested, like, wow, a healer in our culture, what does that mean? And this is what I stumbled upon. Let's watch this.
Before there were priests and imams, there existed the female shaman, called bailan. When the Spanish arrived in the Philippines in the mid-1500s, they noted the importance of the Filipinos' shamans, almost all of whom were women. They performed all of the religious rituals in daily life, including invocations to cure the sick, bring about the bountiful harvest or a successful birth, recitations to foretell the future, consecrate a marriage, and oversee the passage of a deceased to the afterlife. For every major event in the community's life, Filipinos employed bailanes. Without them, these occasions simply couldn't take place. So what happened to the bailanes? The simple answer is that they fell victim to the Spanish Catholic Church's campaign to convert the Filipinos. Soon after colonizing the Philippines, the missionaries realized how central the bailanes were to Filipino religion and culture. It wasn't by chance that all of them were women. To be a bailan, one had to be a woman. Ancient Filipinos, much like their counterparts throughout Southeast Asia before modernity, believed that women who had their singular ability to create life possessed unique spiritual powers that men did not and could not. For this reason, they believed women to be uniquely well-suited to communicating with the spirits. That is why most bailanes throughout history were women. Spiritual pursuits necessitated a woman's power. For Filipinos, there was no spirituality without femininity.
There is no spirituality without femininity. What can you say to that, Lynn?
I agree with that wholeheartedly. As a woman, and as a mother and a spiritualist in how I heal, this is the modern day version, I guess. I am the modern day embodiment of what you call a Babaylan, even though I don't call myself that because I personally wasn't trained by one. But unfortunately, for a lot of us Phil-Ams here, we don't have access to what we have at our homeland. So we make do with what's available to us here on this land in America. And we adapt to it with our inherent abilities to heal, with the inherent abilities to foretell and to intuitively see things, to walk between the worlds of spirit realm and physical realm, which is what shamanic women do or practitioners do. We address the elements of nature. We do ritual. And there are many of us out here. And a lot of this, I'd like to say, magical part of our heritage is closeted. And you were correct in addressing the part of colonialism and how religion has squashed that part of us.
I can sense that you're getting really emotional about it.
Yeah. Well,
Why?
you know, emotional in a sense that I feel that a lot of us need to start coming out and start letting the general public, within our community and the surrounding communities, about what we do and what we're capable of to rise above that many centuries of oppression and being quieted and silenced. But we're not doing that.
Okay.
Not many of us. But you'll see, like, well, my credentials, I'm a Reiki practitioner.
Right.
Well, there's a lot of Reiki practitioners.
Right.
It is now a household name. It's now being employed in the hospitals because it's available.
Right.
And it's only 100-year-old practice.
And as we know, the art of hilot and being babaylans, this goes back centuries and centuries
Absolutely.
in our culture.
Absolutely. And shamanism actually is about 20 to 30,000 years old, about.
Yeah.
It goes far back.
It goes far back. So we're learning about the history of the gifts that they have. When we return, makikita natin actually here on the show what it entails to heal here in the modern day age using our traditional healing practices from the Philippines. We'll be right back.